Hey YouTube, Bones on Campus. I know I might primarily play with guns, but I do enjoy knives a bit. I'm not way hardcore into knives, but I do like stuff that works. So I saw these Uncabellas in the bargain cave for they're like $16 and some change. They're listed as Browning G-10 fixed blades. The package says Tundra fixed blade knife combo. All I could find on them is that they are stainless steel blades, and you get two of them in this little nylon sheath, which in itself looks okay, but the knives go into it pretty tight. We'll get into that. So what do we got? First, we have the small knife, which is this little guy. Model 508, made in China, and it is just big enough to get in your hand and do some small paring tasks. I mean, this is a little over an inch long blade. Pretty thick tang on this, actually. I mean, I want to say that's a little more than 1/8 inch. So this blade has a really thick tang. I'm going to grab a set of mics here, try to see if I can get on to where we are. These are digital, but the battery's dead. Luckily, mics are always mics. It looks to me these are about, I'm getting 134 thousandths. And the back of the tang, if I can get onto it, it is 129 thousandths. So just over, checking with mics, guys, just over an 1/8 inch thick blade. That's a really stout blade for something that's this small. We got little brass Allen screws holding the scales on. These are G10 scales. They are textured, not nearly as nice as like a Kershaw Skyline, but there's some texture there. They're not totally smooth. This little blade, I thought it was cute, and I played with it before. And that little blade shaves. Moving on to the big blade. This guy, model 506, made in China. Just like this, 506. Again, has pretty good jimping. This blade has a little more belly. The grind on it really makes the whole edge of it come down pretty smooth, while still maintaining a good thick back of the blade. The point's not too fine, a decent drop point. Like I said, a little bit of belly. Both knives have pretty good jimping. This, of course, fills the hand a little better, and it, too, will definitely take the hair off your arm. Measuring this blade width, I'm getting about the same. Little over an 1/8 inch. About 135 thousandths of width there. And I was just impressed with how thick these knives were with decent little G10 scales. They're fairly comfortable in the hand. They're very thin, but the blades are thick, and that's got some good belly on it. This will make a good skinner. It says that it's a skinning caping combo. I look at it as more of a general use camp knife, and then a small little detailed knife if you're working on any kind of bushcraft or whittling, making traps. A nice real little knife to get into some details is never a bad thing. And this knife is a good, decent, like 3.5 inch blade. Definitely usable. So I got these from Cabela's today, guys. And like I said, for $16 in the bargain cave, I don't think you can do it's not too bad of a deal. Now, the issue I have with the sheath is if I put the main knife in, it goes in pretty stiff. Doesn't follow it at all. Then put the other knife in behind it, it doesn't really want to go in there. So what I did was I put the small knife in first, and didn't quite put it all the way in. Then put the bigger knife in behind it, and then tried to slide them both forward as far as I could. Now, I don't think I'd wear this on my belt because I don't like how these go in and come out of the sheath. I mean, the retention is fine because it's just pressure, but I don't like this setup. I think I don't like having two knives extended on the side like that. But otherwise, I mean, the sheath seems like it's pretty quality. Looks like 100% nylon, fairly well stitched. Decent little belt loop. I mean, it's nice, thick, probably, I don't know if it's 1,000 weight nylon or not, or Cordura, but it's definitely pretty stiff. So I'm going to have to make something different for the sheath, or for the sheath. I don't really like it, but I might put this up in a 2, or keep them in this and just carry these in a pack. But for $16, guys, I thought that was pretty good.